Avance. Caufield tees it up. Scores! He's in. He scores! Oh my! Belmanoff!
Bonsoir, bonsoir, bonsoir. C'est parti. Roger, mon cher ami Roger, merci. Before we begin this episode, a major loss to the Montreal community, Montreal Expos fans, baseball fans out there. The passing of Roger Brulotte, beloved Montreal Expos commentator, analyst, scout, a guy that you loved no matter what language you spoke, be it English or French, in this city. When you used to watch Montreal Expos games and then a couple Blue Jays games too, man, the guy brought it. He was the equivalent of what Pierrot is to us Montreal Canadiens fans. That was Roger. Roger, merci. C'est parti. It's a live post-game show of the Curfew Boys. Sammy, with my sick cousin, Chris.
Hey, now. And vengeance.
yeah. With some throat issues.
It's gonna be bad.
Are you okay? So no, you're not vengeance. You're really. Where are the other drugs going? Why is your voice like that? It's not just how I talk.
You know what's sad about it, fans, is we're supposed to record our live reaction to this respective game, and because I fell sick late last night and into today, Sammy and I couldn't necessarily film that. We might have even had Anthony joining us in the West, but man, if there was ever a game where we would have loved to have had our reactions, man, there were highs and lows. There was anger, there was joy, there was a little bit of everything, and oh god damn, it sucks getting cold. Can it not get warmer here? Can we start with that? Mother Nature, get your shit in order.
I'm done with cold and snow. I'm done with it, but it is it is what it is. The comments already coming in. Can't wait to get to all those. But thank you all for tuning in. Live post game show of the Curfew Boys on YouTube and Twitter, known as X. Wherever you're joining us, thank you so much. Please click like and subscribe or follow us. It is absolutely free, and share this with your Montreal Canadiens fans and friends near and far. We'd greatly appreciate it. It's the only way we could feel the love. I'm just laughing at the current comment that came in, which is absolutely amazing and spot on. Live update: Detroit just scored. It is 2-1 Detroit against Boston in the third period. So I'm sure Habs fans are keeping an eye on that. I think we're also keeping an eye on Michael Hage in the Big Ten final. Michigan versus Ohio State. Jakub Dobish's former NCAA team. So yeah, big night regarding that. So we're gonna get right into it, folks. Before we do, I'm going to talk about our current sponsors. A big thank you to them. I'm going to start with my boy Mike from Mike's Barbecue Rub. He is a Canadian company from RDP, represent, who creates his own barbecue spices and rubs, obviously, and he seasons his kettle-cooked chips. So it could be used for anything, your meats, your fish, your vegetables. If it could be thrown on the grill, you definitely need to try his product, Mike's Barbecue Rub. Like I said, he uses those same spices to season his kettle-cooked chips, which are absolutely amazing. Everything is made here in Canada and he ships anywhere and everywhere in Canada. Give my boy Mike some love. Follow him on Instagram and TikTok. Visit his website, www.mikesbarbecuerub.com, for more information. Folks, after tonight's win or any Habs win, don't forget to rub your meat, Chris, with the hand motions. This episode is also sponsored by Habs Cave, our boy Sunil. I'm sure he enjoyed that spectacular show and that Cole Caufield hat trick and that Juraj Slafkovsky beast mode and buzz cut. He honestly, folks, a great member of the Montreal Canadiens community and the community in general. Great content regarding Montreal Canadiens memorabilia in his basement. He literally has the Habs fans' dream to own a cave like the Habs Cave. Give our boy Sunil some love on Instagram and TikTok. And last but not least, Les Délices Lafrenette. They have some of the best pastries in the Montreal area, cakes, cannolis, and our favorite Zeppelis. Even though the San Giuseppe holiday was the other day, for all our Italian paisanos, brothers and sisters out there, you still need to try their Zeppelis. Put some Nutella on them. I'm telling you, they're absolutely amazing. They got 6 locations, one for every almost one for practically every goal tonight for the Montreal Canadiens. Rosmere, Brossard, Saint Julie, Montreal West, Point Claire, in our hometown of Saint Leonard. Visit lesdelislafrenette.com. You can follow them on Instagram. They have practically an Instagram page for every location they got. They are simply delicious, simplement délicieux.
Actually, on that note, Sam, I have to add, I got to send a little love to Roberto. I got to send some love to the Gagnon brothers, both Eric and David. David, who's a regular in our chat, regular contributor to the comments.
Yeah.
Two close friends. But you guys, you know, sometimes we see that, or like we go through the advertisement for our respective partners. It's been amazing to see this past week with Roberto and both Eric and David following through, tagging the Curfew Boys, getting some Lafreniere Zeppoli. So honest to God, guys, thank you. Love to see it, and
Yeah.
and
1000%.
guys, feel free to let us know how you enjoyed them. We know that we love them, but I got to pack away those pounds with those Zeppoli,
Oh
anyways.
my God. Absolutely. Yeah, Chris, we got to get right into it. You know, after that loss against Detroit 2 nights ago, the Mike Matheson unfortunate fumble, however you want to call it, if it was a mistake, if it was unlucky, whatever it was just a bad moment for Matheson and the team. And this was the perfect way to bounce back, to not panic when things probably weren't going their way. I think this game against the Islanders, from start to finish, I never felt like they were out of it. I never felt like they were being outplayed by the Islanders. There was a certain point, though, I was worried if emotions were going to get the best of them, because there were quite a few plays. Like one player I can think of, Noah Dobson, like many times was like looking at the ref for either holding the stick or him getting hold, like you know what I mean. And a couple of times other players too were always looking at the ref, like looking for a call, not getting it. Tempers flare, guys start bumping into each other. They played a bit of a playoff style hockey game tonight, and the best thing I could take from this game is no panic, control the risks, which I'm going to talk about a specific player literally controlling the risks after making somewhat of a mistake. It could be a turnover, if you want to call it, but we'll get into it. And that top line just, I don't know, they just went God mode. They just went God mode. Nick Suzuki, Juraj Slafkovsky, and Cole Caufield. Okay, let's destroy this team.
Slav just wanted some extra camera time to showcase his new haircut. You got a haircut too, just to say.
Oh, did you
Notice
notice?
that.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Yes,
I got
I
that.
don't look.
I got
don't
that.
look like. I don't look like a bum anymore.
Well, now that you said it, no. In all honesty, Sam, goes without saying, Mr. Saturday Night. I think there's going to be a whole segment accorded to Cole Caulfield. We'll get there. That's definitely the highlight. I think secondly, there's a big reason as to why, again, we are fans. We're sitting on the outside. We have the privilege of letting our emotions go a little bit, but I really, like
Yeah,
you
no
said,
shit.
in the second period, I thought that the Islanders started to get overwhelmingly aggressive and
Yeah.
even careless. I thought it was a miracle that Caden Gooley didn't mash his face into the board and get taken off on a stretcher. And I'm super happy. Thank you, Jesus, for
Or
protecting him. But
let's go with the hockey
uh,
gods. Yeah.
yeah. Well, Jesus is a Habs fan, just for anybody who's unsure. But just other than that, um, yeah,
Yeah.
there's still certain concerns. We had a whole amazing spectacle by the end of the game, and don't get me wrong, the emotions are high, but again, it's a reminder that I don't know. I don't want to sound the alarm and I don't want to start worrying. And yes, we can beat teams with speed, but if they're going to be playing like this, my exact comment to the boys was a lot of players
Mhm.
are going to find themselves in the infirmary by the end of the first round just because they are getting hit, and that's regular season hockey. There are
Mhm.
3 guys in the lineup tonight that I think regularly finish their checks while having somewhat of an effect doing so. That was Joe Veleno,
Mhm.
Struble, and why can't I think
Bolduc,
Caden
I think.
Gooley and
Oh,
Caden
yeah,
Gooley.
okay.
You can throw Bolduc in there,
Yeah,
but like
Bolduc threw a
he's been
couple of hits.
okay.
Yeah.
You can throw Gallagher in there, but I don't know how impactful in comparison his hits can be. Like, it's not gonna change the momentum, or less likely to change the momentum of a game and the energy in the respective game.
I think it's a
But, like,
forechecking though. It's if he could apply the forechecking, the pressure.
that's it. But, like, that is my only concern that
Mhm.
came out of tonight's game. Maybe a 1B concern, if you will.
Mm.
I said there was 1 and now there's a 1B.
Okay.
You have to find a way to stop shots from the point. For the love of God.
Well, did you notice Newhook was really applying a bit of pressure on the point shot? By the way, Boston tied it 2-2. It is now 2-2.
Oh god.
I
That's
just
the
I don't
last thing
care.
we need.
Just real quick regarding and now Detroit going on the power play. Regarding this game between Boston and Detroit, I don't care who wins at this point. Do not go into overtime. This game cannot go into overtime. I like this comment. John Barlow on Sportsnet had a hell of a call on the hat trick goal. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sir.
Honoring Nathan Roger. Um, yeah, no, 1,000%. You mentioned 2 guys, Gallagher and Gooley. I thought this was his best game since his return. I like this comment too. Every time he makes a hit, every time just scream "goo." Every time I like that. Yes, like a ghoul. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
And for
That's
those,
pretty
if
good.
if there are any Ghost Band fans out there, I think you know what I'm talking about. He had a great game. Caden Gooley had a great game. I think this was his best game since coming back from that injury. You know, the game against Detroit, I think you saw him become a lot more comfortable. And then tonight, I think tonight he was one of those guys that not so much feeling the desperation, but knowing the importance of tonight's win and playing the body and kind of how we mentioned, and even Anthony mentioned this, Josh Anderson was entering playoff mode hockey, was playing playoff style hockey, and we could have used him tonight as well.
Oh my
Uh,
god, yeah.
we definitely could have used Josh Anderson tonight, but I felt like Caden Gooley, he was the guy that stepped up following and missing on a Josh Anderson. And Brendan Gallagher, I'm so happy he was able to redeem himself after taking that penalty with 6 seconds left in the second period. I thought it was a bit of a somewhat irresponsible play. 6 seconds left in the second. He's trying to make a defensive play. He's trying to get the puck out, whack the stick. I get it, but just a little bit more of a situational awareness. But then in the third period, Dano wins the faceoff, but Gallagher gets it to the point. Cross ice pass to Gooley, bang, bangs it in, and next thing you know, there's a cat's tail on my screen. That's
Yeah,
hilarious. But
Romy's a big fan of the game. He watched the whole game with me. He actually tracks
that's
the puck.
cute. That's cute. He actually
Oh, there
tracks
he
the puck.
goes.
There you go.
He
He's
actually
tracking.
tracks the puck.
Yeah, he looks like he's tracking me too now. So.
Yeah, he's
He's
following along.
cute.
He's a big fan
He's
of
cute.
he's our number 1 follower.
He's
Just in case. Like, you're in
he's
competition,
cute.
folks, you're in competition with Romy.
He's
But
cute. But yeah.
the other I do wanna address what you just said though.
Hmm.
How many icing calls were called back against the Canadiens?
A few
I
times, yeah.
thought, like, I thought up until the third period, I thought there was a clear imbalance in the reffing. I
Hmm.
don't care if the Canadians
Yeah, it
got
was.
like the slash to Mike Matheson's stick. How do you not
Yeah.
like
Oh my God.
how
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
evident
Yeah. Yeah.
is
Yeah.
that?
Well, there was another play. I think Gooley was backing up. I don't know. I don't think it was on the. I think it was on the penalty kill. I'm trying to remember where it was exactly. But Gooley was backing up, and he reaches blue line. There was an Islanders player there, just standing his ground, and like remember when Nick Suzuki got tripped trying to back up many games ago, like a month or two ago. Well, what a save by Swayman! Wow, like again, same thing. It's I don't know. There's once again with the refs, it's so inconsistent. But yeah, the refs were asleep tonight. I agree with that. Um, one player I got to talk about, and it's going to be a good thing. Um, the Islanders' second goal, I thought. I like this comment too. By the way, sorry, I got distracted.
Don't spoil the
It's like
party. It's coming. It's coming.
we're gonna talk about it.
Nicola
We're
Nicola Beans. We'll talk about it. You
don't
got
worry.
it.
We're gonna get there. Oh,
3-2
apparently now
Boston.
it's 3-2 Boston. I guess my streaming is a little delayed, but that's okay.
Pay your
3-2
internet
Boston.
bill, Sam. Let's go.
Yeah. Yes. Anyways, forget about them. Okay. So that second goal by the Islanders, which was a nice goal, but it kind of started with a Lane Hudson giveaway. And even though like he practically back checked, almost got the player, I noticed one thing. He really managed his risks after that. If you noticed, this is probably the first time in a while where we don't notice Lane Hudson as much as we do with his flashiness and his shimmy shakes and like his awesomeness. But yet he still played amazing. I really and to me, that's a bit of a sign of maturity, being mature. I can't get my English all of a sudden.
Maturity. You got it. You got it. Give
Thank
yourself
you,
some credit
thank
there.
you, thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. So I don't know if I'm the only one who noticed this, but like he took a step back and this was before all the Cole Caufield goal explosions and Slav taking over. Like this was way before that. I noticed like after that I'll call it a giveaway for lack of a better term, the second goal. Like I found like he really took a step back and really controlled his risks and his game. And I kind of like that. It to me it's not a sign of like okay, how can I best explain this? You know how Michel Therrien was accused of holding PK Subban back a little bit? Like, I don't
Yeah.
think this is the case at all. Like, this is the best comparison I can make. I really think it's Lane Hudson himself taking a step back and being like, okay, listen, like, I need to control my risks here because it's 2-3 games now where I'm trying to generate all this offense from and I'm making a mistake here and there. So I don't know. I kind of like the fact that he did take a step back, and in doing so, I didn't notice that many mistakes, if any.
So I'm in agreement with that analysis. I do still think, and again, it's a comment that has come up a multitude of times, but Lane Hudson on the right side is not always
Yeah, that's
not
true.
always the easiest thing for
That's
him.
true. That's true.
The
That is true.
changing defensive pairings has not been easy as well.
Hmm.
But, what you're saying, Sam, like, it's gonna come more naturally. He's gonna pick his moments better and better, and, like, even the other thing that you had said specifically, and again, other people have said the same. Sometimes, Lane Hudson, you can define him as a little bit spasmodic. He,
Yeah.
like, wants to it's like he's thinking too quick and almost as and maybe even moving too quickly and pivoting too quickly, and sometimes he'll cough up the puck. He'll make a little mistake, and it is what it is, but, like,
Yeah.
that kid, when he finally figures out exactly how to pick his exactly when to pick the moments and to trust his defensive partner and know where everybody's going to be on the ice again, sheer sign of growing pains.
Yeah.
But when that happens, and then when he I would say, settles down a little bit. Not that he's going to lose agility. I think he's just going to be smoother at a moment in time. And at that point, watch out. Seriously.
Here, I like this one. You're saying Hudson is an intelligent enough player to realize what decisions of his is a positive or a negative to the team, and he's trying to become a net positive every night.
There
Yeah,
you go.
pretty much. Pretty much that. And look, the thing with Marty is it's all about risk management, control the risk. And I really think tonight, after that giveaway, that's what he did. He really I think he did that. And to me, that's a great thing. That's really that's a very good thing for a young defenseman and for the skills and capabilities that he has. Were you surprised that Jacob Fowler was getting the start?
I was.
Yeah, me too.
I'll be honest, I was. And you know what? At the end of it all, I'm going to say this much. I would go back to Jakub Dobeš. No
Oh
offense
yeah.
to Fowler. No
Okay.
offense to Fowler, but I thought Dobeš has just in the past games,
Mm-hmm.
he's looked better. He's looked more solid, and
I
I think
same.
Fowler not. I'm not complaining that Fowler let any bad goals, but maybe there was at least one, and I mean Heineman's shot was absolutely
Oh,
fantastic,
yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
fantastic.
He
But
ripped that
if
one. Wow.
that's like the difference between AHL and NHL speed, and Jacob Fowler's going to get it. I'm not worried in the slightest, but I'm just saying at this moment in time, um, we got to win. Yes, he got us the win. Same thing goes for Jakub Dobeš. He played a lot of okay games statistically, but he always secured the win, and that was the most important thing. But I just really do feel as though Jakub Dobeš, sorry, has been just locked in more recently, and until that really shows, I'd
Yeah.
still lean on him, and that's why I'm surprised. I don't know if you share the same sentiments, Sammy, but like that's the way that I saw it.
Well, I 1000% thought Dobesh was getting the start tonight. I thought he deserved the start tonight, even if he lost against Detroit. I thought he played well enough to give the team a chance to come back, and the team themselves, they didn't play that bad against Detroit. I don't know if it's going to be one of those things. I mean, not normally, but like the common trend seems to be a bit that Marty changes the losing lineup a little bit, whether it's the goalie or a defenseman. Or I thought Jackeye was going to play tonight. I obviously that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
Don't know if he's going to be playing Tuesday night against Carolina. And to your question, or I don't know if you asked me, but who plays on Tuesday? Because then Tuesday you got Carolina, and then Thursday you got Columbus. So,
But
and
I'm
the
sorry,
Islanders are playing Columbus tomorrow too, I think.
but again, I'm not gonna shit on the guy and his play, but I just don't I really do not understand. Jaden Struble finished the game with 14:51 in terms of 14 minutes and 51 seconds of ice time. That's the most that him or Arbor has gotten in recent
Yeah,
memory.
but that's because of the
Uh,
score. If it was,
that's also because of the score, and especially because of the end of the game. You clearly saw that Suzuki, Caufield, and Marty was actually responsible, took those guys off the ice to like I don't know what Nick Suzuki told Matt Barzell, but Matt Barzell lost his
oh my
shit, and
god,
I've actually never seen it that
yeah,
bad. Yeah, well, there you go. There you go. But going
for
back to
real.
it, like um I need to voice this frustration. This is the channel. You can fully agree with me, you can fully disagree with me. I welcome the debate and I can see both sides of the coin.
Yeah,
There's a fucking set of rules for Jaden Struble and there's a set of rules for Arbor Jacki, and they're not one and the same. Because if we were to go based off of we change up the lineup after a loss, well, Marty, why didn't you do it? Why didn't you
yeah,
do it? And I'm sorry to say, like even in tonight's game, I'm not saying that he had a bad game, but Jesus, when you had Adam Pellick going after Caufield, when you have a bunch of guys like I'm not saying Jaden Struble lays the body and sometimes he lays a
hmm
damn good hit, like a Frankie Bouillon, like
yeah,
bigger but
yeah,
solid. Like but Arbor Jacki, I think tonight would have been the night that
Oh
Arbor
my
Xhekaj would
God.
have ripped fucking heads off, and I want that. The guys responded in the best possible way. The skill guys didn't just shut down and curl up into a ball and disappear. No, they came out in the third period and had an amazing, amazing outing. But at the same time, like, who was there without Josh Anderson? Who was there to intimidate New York? Because at the beginning of the game, Montreal Canadiens were hitting, and
Mhm.
then New York was just like, screw this, we're going to start hitting back. But then that became face washing after the plays, questionable hitting, little slashes here and there. I want to see Arbor Jacki, and I'm done. I'm done with these. Like, really, Sam? I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing it after spending a whole bunch of money on a fucking signed picture of him. The kid is a wonderful human being. Had the chance to meet him in person. Him and Florian. I keep saying Florian's going to be an important element to this team. You
Mhm.
want to keep the brothers together. They are aligning themselves to chase this guy out of town or to reduce maybe his contract negotiation capacities. But at the end of the day, they're not working on the development of this guy. And I'm going to repeat it like a broken record until this not management, but this coaching staff, we cannot play this style of skilled hockey only in the playoffs. You need to have, and I sent this to the group. There was Joe Valeno. Again, I'm repeating, Joe Valeno, Struble, and Gooley, who are the only guys who are really hitting to hurt. There's 6 defensemen and 12 forwards. You're going to say 3 guys out of 18 is enough in terms of absolutely finishing their check and trying to knock the other guys off the puck, wear them down. That is not going to last in the playoffs. So, like, I'm it's a call and a cry from the heart. I say this
Yeah.
after every game. It feels I just feel as though we're lining up to lose Jack Eye, and he's going to go somewhere else and he's going to beat the crap out of us every single game that he plays against us. Not because he doesn't love the boys, but just to send a message to the organization, particularly the coaching staff, in my opinion. And number 2, this is not justifiable. This is not going to work in the playoffs. That's my sentiment. We saw how that went with Washington, and we've seen a number of games this season where not only the young players, but even sometimes the first line gets shut down when it gets too physical. So what are they waiting for? And that's why I go back again and say, why is there a separate set of rules for Arbor Jacki versus Jaden Struble? I've had enough of it. I've had enough.
Well, I hear you, but I feel like Strubal's having one good game, one bad game, one good game, one bad game,
Okay,
and
well, hold up,
and
Sam, because
and
this is
and,
going to
and I
make for a
get it.
great debate. This is
Hmm.
going to make for a great debate.
Hmm.
Was there not a moment in the season, particularly leading up to the Olympic break, where Arbor Jacki was playing better than Jaden Struble beyond the shadow of a doubt?
Yeah, and
And
Arbor was
somehow
playing more, and Arbor
pardon,
was and Arbor was
and
getting
he
those
was
games.
playing more, and he was playing more, but there were a number of times, there were at least twice, minimum of twice, where he had a damn good game, like a really good game, and he finds himself out of the lineup the next game.
I don't know.
That's what I don't agree.
I don't have an answer. No, I agree with you. I disagree with it too. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say regarding that whole subject debate anymore. Just give the kid a chance. I don't know if I don't. I'm curious to know, what if you paired him up with Lane Hudson? What if you put Arbor Jacka on the right side?
Bingo! Why do you give literally the best defenseman on the team as a pairing partner? And you know what's so funny? Arbor Jacki skates up a lot less, a lot less. You
Yeah,
can put Arbor on the right side as well, and you say, Lane, go have your fun. There's a
yeah.
responsible
This
fucking monster of a defenseman waiting back.
but this is the truth though. For some reason, I think the coaching staff trusts Struble more than they trust Arbor. I mean, there's no other explanation. There's no and again, this is not saying that there's no love loss for Struble. Like, I actually like that he went after Pajot tonight when Pajot took a run at Lane Hudson, and thank God it was, again, maybe the term calculated risk, but like I think that led up to, who did it lead up to? Whose goal did it lead up to? but anyways, all that to say is I hear you. I feel your frustration because
I'm sorry.
I share the same frustrations. I really do. I just probably don't express them as loud as you do. But
I know it's
it's
just it hurts me to see what like bothers me, and literally I was screaming like all caps in the Curfew Boys text chat during the game to say like you have Pellick who's got
yeah, that's
Caufield in a chokehold.
yeah,
That is
no, for sure.
unacceptable.
No, for sure.
He's the
But this
second
is
best goal. He's gonna maybe it's a good time to transition to talk Cole Caufield because we got the potential winner of the Rocket Richard Trophy who's getting put into a headlock with a guy who's like a foot taller than him, and you let that go.
well.
I'm coaching.
Let
Maybe I'm not a professional
okay,
coach,
okay.
but do what you want. Go get
Let
your penalty.
let me ask you this though. So mark it on your calendar, folks. The next time we see the Islanders is on Sunday, April 12th. Okay? Sunday, April 12th, folks, is when we visit the Islanders for the second last game of the season. I don't like it's still quite a few weeks away. It's literally going to be 1, 2, 3, almost like 4 weeks away. I want to see Arbor play that game just because of all this shit that happened tonight.
Yeah.
With Barzal being an idiot, like our boy Elias said. Let's get tough versus Habs. But
Yeah, but that's the thing. You know that when the Islanders were getting hit, you know beyond the shadow of a doubt that Patrick was staring like through the souls of every single one of the players, and like if you
yeah.
don't start hitting
I'm gonna
everything on the ice,
I'm gonna hit you
just
guys.
like this laser focus on into the camera over here, but
You know that
just
made me
like
think. You know what that made
if
me
you
think of?
don't
What's
smash everything on the ice,
what's that?
you're not
What's that
playing, and you're
video?
just like, holy
wh-
shit, okay.
What's that video of the soccer coach smacking all the kids in the locker
Oh
room?
yeah, yeah. When the coach comes
Not
back
that,
into the locker
not
room,
that, not. I'm not condoning the action, but it's just that video has just been used for so many memes of certain coaches going back to the locker room. It's just one after the other. Tap, tap, tap. I don't know.
it's that. And I wish, but I
Person,
wish our coaching staff. It's not like Marty doesn't have to go out on the ice and do it. All he has to do is communicate it, guys. I want
yeah.
more physicality. Oh, like they're sticking up for one another, no
Well,
doubt about it.
I like Joe Valeno's physicality tonight.
Oh, I love Joe Valeno.
I don't know how you take him out of the lineup, man. Like no disrespect to Budzik or Texier. Budzik, man, the poor guy,
Yeah.
that monkey is gonna fucking wrap around his back for the rest of the season. Jeez, I feel bad for him, but like to me, Texier, he's good at protecting the puck with his hands. And it's not to criticize Texier because like for again, I repeat, for the situation he was given and was in earlier this season, we gave him a second chance. Like he's found his game again, but uh, I don't know. It felt like a temporary thing, and it's showing that it's just a temporary thing. He's still a good player, good, but I don't know. Like Joe Valeno is doing everything right for a fourth liner.
Pardon my
Like,
French, but he's doing playoff shit.
well,
He's
yeah,
he's like responsible hockey
well,
and
dude.
hard checking hockey.
I don't know how you take him out. Like when let's say when Josh Anderson comes back. Let's say Josh Anderson comes back Tuesday against Carolina. Like I don't see how you should take out Joe Valeno. They're a fast team. Carolina's a fast team. How do you can't take him out? Like it's got to be between Budzik or Texier that comes out. So empty net
I
Detroit. That's good.
yeah.
That's good. That's very good.
You know what? I'm gonna throw up the game over here. I gotta see these last. It might be a little distraction, folks, but we
Oh,
want to
that's all
come
right.
back with the most up to date. So, Sam,
Yes.
I think it goes without saying. Do we have the potential Rocket Richard winner playing for the Montreal Canadiens? Is that going to
Well,
be the first time
since 19
when was the last time? When was the last time there was a Rocket Richard winner
for the
playing
Montreal
for the
Canadiens.
Montreal Canadiens? That's a great question. I have no idea. I'm not going to pretend to know, but that is
It might. I don't know if it went to Lafleur. Did it go? Did it go to Stéphane Richer? Here, I'm going to search it up. Last. Hold on a sec here, folks. We're gonna find this out right now. If anybody can figure it
we
out,
need
then
to.
and send it in the comments. Last Montreal Canadiens player to win the Rocket Richard Trophy. All right. Let's see. No Montreal Canadiens player has ever won the Maurice Rocket Richard Trophy in the 27-year history of the award. Closest attempt, Cole Caufield.
Oh, there you go.
Last so league, but here's the thing: the last time a player led the NHL in goals while playing for Montreal was Guy Lafleur in 77-78. So
okay, so he just did 4-2 Boston as it stands. So
and
looks
also
like Boston stays.
I don't have the final score, but I think Michael Hage and Michigan, the Michigan Wolverines, I think that's what they're called. I think they won their Big Ten championship. So, tell you what, folks, Michael Hage will not be joining the Montreal Canadiens anytime soon. 7-3 final. Michael Hage is a champion, and he's off to the Frozen Four or the NCAA hockey tournament.
I love this comment that came in. We're going to have to stick with Caufield, but we're talking about the Rocket Richard Trophy and the Rocket 09. Comments. Gooley sticking up for Suzuki when Barzal was trying to start something shows how much this team loves each other and won't take crap from anyone. Take notes, Toronto. Yes, take notes from Toronto. Absolutely.
Ouch.
And yeah, like under what circumstances? Again, I understand his Barzal. He's not a heavyweight. He's not like completely out of his weight category, but like, why are you asking Suzuki to fight? Like, seriously, go see somebody like Texier. Go see somebody like Suzuki has never fought once in his career. Why would he now?
Pure frustration. That's why Barzal was just trying to shake his team up, send a message to his team saying like, hey, listen, guys, like our playoff spot is on the line with Columbus up their ass, and they're losing badly. They're getting humiliated. Sorokin did his best to keep them in the game. He got a merciful goalie pull from Patrick Waugh, because Patrick Waugh knows all about that, right? Anyways, just slight off subject, but Michigan is your 2026 Big Ten, the Big Ten tournament champion. So Michael Hage is a Big Ten tournament champion, which is absolutely amazing. Off to the Frozen Four tournament, or the NCAA hockey tournament, I guess. So Michael Hage will not be joining the Canadiens organization anytime soon, not for the month of March at least. So awesome.
Was he player of the game on top of it?
I don't think so, but he did get an assist. He did get an assist on one of the goals, so at least he's getting his point streak going on. All right, Chris. I think it's time. I think it's time. That top line.
Points Caufield, 4 points Suzuki, 4 points Slav.
A combined 13 points.
Wait. Yeah.
A combined 13 points. There we go. Boston wins 4-2. Okay. Listen, at this point, like I said, don't care who gets the win. And so it looks like Boston is going to be tied with Montreal with 86 points, but Montreal still has a game in hand, I believe. I think this was Boston and Detroit. This was their 70th game. Islanders drop out of the wild card spot. The Ottawa Senators are 2 points behind them. So the Senators too are making a bit of a push. And you know what? Say what you want about Philly, the Flyers, man, they're there too. We're gonna They're
Yeah.
not dead, man. But we're gonna show the standings later on once they're updated. But that top line, Chris,
It's close.
like there what's the this is what they have to. I don't even know what to say. I'm stuttering over here, but you know what? I know we said we don't always want our top line doing the scoring. I do agree, but at the same time too, like when they're on, man.
When they're on. But can I also say one thing?
Mm-hmm.
Big thing. It seems as though they figured out their spaces on the power play because Slap in that spot,
Oh,
in that
oh,
bumper spot,
oh,
is lethal. And
oh.
what took him so long to get into that spot to rip shots like that? I don't know. But I'm so happy that he's found that place. He's starting to get comfortable. You have a shooting threat right in the middle. You have a shooting threat in Caufield who could just walk in and wire it over the goalie's ear. You have Nick
Yeah.
Suzuki who's dishing passes. Even Demidov, like we've said it a number of times, and I'll say it again. This is just another night where he could have had a goal or two. I'd say at least one goal where he fanned because his one timers, like game one timers, he's not fully there. We saw that with Caufield. We saw
Mm-hmm.
that with Slav. We saw that with all the young guys, to be expected, but it just opens up the door to so much. Suzuki's trapped to make the play. You send it back to Hudson, but it's just like that power play finally
Yeah,
is starting to lock it in.
that's a great point about the power play finally locking in because for a while they haven't. And you know what? I'm so happy for Slav too. Well, I'm happy for all three of them, but I think Slav a little bit more because of him being our first overall pick and where he's at, and he finally cracked the 60-point mark.
There you go.
61 points, man. 27 goals, 34 assists, 61 points, and he's what? He's only 21, only 21, turning 22. 61 points, man. Love it. 10 more points. 10 more points. Get this. 10 more points from last year in 10 less games.
Damn.
51 points in 79 games last season. This season, 61 points in 69 games. Hi-yo.
There's almost a point like
He's getting
oh,
there.
obviously a 4 point night goes a long way. Let's not kid ourselves over here.
Okay.
But at the same time, if he gets anywhere close to a point per game player, like you have Suzuki, you have Caulfield, you have Lane Hudson, you have Juraj Slafkovsky, you possibly have Ivan Demidov. Not this season, but going forward,
Yeah.
5 guys who could be point per game players. I think Suzuki, especially with what he did tonight, he's at 85 points. Just quickly, let me see if the math is mathing, but 85 divided by 69, and let's multiply that by 82. He's officially on schedule for 101 points after tonight.
What? Are you
Yeah,
kidding me?
yeah.
Are you kidding?
So yeah,
So let me ask you this. Is Vinny Donfus going to lose all his records?
I hope so.
So
No
so
offense to him, but
no
like it's been
no
so long that
disrespect.
we've been waiting for this.
No disrespect. So Vinny Donfus lost his record of being the last Montreal Canadiens player to score 40 goals with Cole Caulfield now at 43. Okay, and we obviously know Stéphane Richer was the last 50 goal scorer. But Vincent Donfus was the last Montreal Canadiens player to record at least 90 points in a season, getting 94 points in the 1995-96 season. Before that, he recorded 97 points in the 1992-93 season.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go.
I mean, I don't think Suzuki. I know he's on pace. But man,
Well, let
I
me
never saw 90. I don't remember Donfus scoring that in 1995. I mean, I kind of remember 95, 96. Like I remember Detroit versus Colorado those times, but like I dude, this is crazy. This is absolutely nuts.
Sportsnet is showcasing that the odds are plus 400 for Cole Caufield to win the Rocket.
Plus 400, eh?
So
Okay.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not too crazy. The other thing too, Sam, and I have to say it, I know
Mhm.
that we haven't like we're really, really, really. I don't know. I don't know. I do know. We've suffered for decades as a fan base, and I think it's finally
We
turning
did.
around.
We have
I will go back to the Patrick Roy commercial with Mario Tremblay. Maybe some demons were put to rest over there, but I will also
1000%.
say this: it's just we're staring at a team that's doing a lot of things that people
Feel
who are
similar?
35, 36, 37, or younger do not remember any or they remember very little of the glory days of the Montreal Canadiens, whether it be in '93 or even '86. Like a lot of folks were very, very young or not even born yet to see
Mhm.
this success with the Montreal Canadiens. Like right now, I'm gonna give you another stat. We just said Nick Suzuki, 85 points. The only guys who are ahead of Nick Suzuki are Connor McDavid, Kucherov, McKinnon, Draisaitl, and Celebrini. He is 6th in the league in points.
That's insane. That's
That's
insane.
we've
So the
never
debate
seen
is
that.
but the debate is over. We've never seen that, but it's been sort of a constant debate, except for it started ending last season. Is Nick Suzuki one of the elites? It's over. The discussion is over. It's over now. Like he's doing what Patrice Bergeron's done, probably more. Patrice Bergeron was a point a game player, but he never. I don't think Patrice Bergeron ever reached 90 points. I'll go figure
Uh,
this out right now, but I don't think so. He's basically the next Patrice Bergeron. I don't care what anybody says. I know he's got to win the cup and all that, but dudes, like, or he's got to
there's
win the Selke Trophy, which maybe like how do you not nominate him for the Selke Trophy this season?
listen,
But
as it stands, and it's unfortunate, but Draisaitl is not playing the rest of the season.
yeah,
And if Suzuki breaks, because Draisaitl is sitting at 97 points, if Suzuki breaks the 100-point mark, there's a possibility that he finishes top 5. Obviously, it's on a technicality, fine. Fully
mm-hmm.
accepted, and I have no problem admitting that if I had the choice between Leon Draisaitl and Nick Suzuki, I might tend to lean a little bit towards Draisaitl, and I don't think Nick Suzuki would be offended even if he heard that. But
Every
all
Habs
that
fan
is
would. That's okay. Like he's the second best player in the world.
but that's but
It's
that's
okay.
where But that's where it's just like we might have a guy finish top 5, and the other guys that are above them, don't get me wrong, but they are generational players. Generational. Like McDavid
Yep.
is the best offensive player to ever live. Wayne Gretzky can enter the chat, and I still would give the tip of the hat to Connor McDavid for what he's able to do. Kucherov
Mm.
is also another freak of nature, even though I hate him for his ridiculousness off the ice. Nathan McKinnon is like a purebred stallion of a power
Yeah.
horse,
Plus 50.
and
Actually,
then you have Celebrini, which is the next Crosby.
yeah.
Like,
Jeez. Plus 57, Nathan McKinnon. Wow. Nick Suzuki had a plus 27.
yeah,
But you know what? Nick Suzuki in I'm trying to find the stat here. Nick Suzuki is top 6 for points per game played. What else am I trying to find over here? Yeah, no, like, amongst he's number 5 most points amongst centermen.
there you go.
Macklin like 85, and then the next one is Macklin Celebrini at 96. So like, I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna catch up to that, but no, dude. I if Nick Suzuki cracks 90 points, and I think he could, I really think he could. Like it's a bunch of records broken in God knows how long. Like you said, Patrice Bergeron is the best season he had was 79 points, and I know Bergeron's had injury issues and all that,
No,
but
can't be. 79 was his best season?
Yeah, dude. I have.
Are
I
you
have
talking about at the same age? Or are you talking about no, I
Patrice.
can't I have to see this with my own
I
eyes.
I look it up. I got it right here. I'm on hockeydb.com. Patrice Bergeron's best season. I see 79 points in the 2018-19 season. 32 goals, 47 assists.
Hold up. Hold it can't be.
I'm telling
I
you.
don't even wanna believe you. I really don't even holy
I'm
shit,
like,
you're it's true. 79 79 points in 2018-2019 was his best season. This is not a debate anymore, Sam. Okay, we can give the defensive edge to Patrice Bergeron, let's not kid ourselves.
yeah, and face-offs, yeah. Yeah, and if, I get it. Suzuki's got to win a couple of Selke trophies to catch up to that status, I guess. But like Suzuki's one of the elites now. I think. And here I'm gonna ruffle some feathers. I'm gonna piss off a lot of people, but I want to have fun with this because I really don't care. That has to be the best Marc Bergevin trade ever, and it also has to be, and it has to be the best signing by Marc Bergevin ever. And Cole Caulfield is the best draft by Marc Bergevin ever. That's it. That's
Thank
all
you,
I gotta say.
Philly.
Yeah.
I
thank you.
my god.
Thank you. Thank you, Philly. I drafted Cam York. I'll never
No.
forget the best video of the fans.
In the
Cole,
sports bar?
Cole. Yes,
Yeah.
Philly. Cole, Cole, Cole from the U.S. Hockey National Development. Yeah, Cam York. No. It's the greatest reaction ever, 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 ever. But Cole Caulfield, man, dude,
What an
I'm
amazing
so
story.
happy. Great story. You know what? Like, just you look back and you remember, and not to go back and like not praise or give attention to those that um were the naysayers and all that. Technical difficulties for Chris's camera, but
It's
Chris is
guys, I
back.
don't
He's back.
you guys don't need to be seeing me blow my nose.
No
It's
problem, no problem. That you're absolutely right. Anyways, not to go back and give attention to the naysayers, but like when Cole came into the league, everyone's like, he's too small, he's gonna get destroyed, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. It's like the real ones knew, fans knew, but the real hockey people knew, the real ones that actually watched the game, observed the game, they knew that this kid was gonna score goals. It was just a matter of time, but oh, what a way to launch this team back into the comeback of the night. I guess when they were down 2-1, you like we've seen him doing countless times, just coming in on the short side, sniping it bar down, like, and we're so used to it. But every time he does it, it's just amazing. One way or another, like it's I don't know how he finds those little gaps above the goaltender's shoulders. Like he's just insane skilled with
just a
that
little
wrister.
Legos.
Pretty much. He's like literally the Legolas snap. He's the Legolas sniper on this team. You made me think of something, but anyway,
Well, it's
um,
Coach Hines. I'm alluding
yeah,
to Coach Hines.
I know
Exactly.
who you're alluding to. You and I
1,000%.
were the biggest Coach Hines fans that I know.
Man,
But
it's great. The Coach Hines would have been the coach that I wanted on the bench for a brief moment
oh my
of
god,
tonight's Montreal Canadiens game.
no! But
That's saying a lot.
if Coach Hines was the New York Islanders coach tonight, he would have destroyed them all in the dressing room. But
Sam,
yeah,
before we move on from Caufield, and we're
hmm
talking about the potential 50 goal score,
hmm
um, potentially the Rocket winner. Now I know,
my god, I
don't get me
hope
wrong, it
so.
was a big year for, and I know some of you are going to say we don't need the reminder, but it's a big year for U.S. hockey,
hmm
and obviously winning the gold medal, like good on them. Only took
hmm
you 46 years,
But
but
whatever.
my question, and you're probably not going to see it coming in full, because of what though, like there's Jack Hughes,
hmm
and because of what he's done in more recent years, without giving away the question, do you think a young guy like Cole Caulfield can make it to the cover of NHL 27?
Oh, I hope
First
so.
time there would be a Montreal
I
Canadiens player on the cover, and that
I
would be a
I
damn good excuse.
I would I really 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 hope so. In all honesty, if he, let's say he does win the Rocket Richard Trophy, whether he even if he wins it but doesn't even reach 50, I think he could, because for some reason I'm going back to the NHL 2003 cover when Iginla won the Rocket Richard Trophy. They put him on the cover the next year for the NHL 2003. So for some reason, like my mind went there. I think he could. I
I
hope
love that.
I would absolutely love it. I really, really, really hope so. No, that's a tough question. I hope so. I mean, you can't not consider him. EA Sports better consider Cole Caulfield, as biased as we're sounding right now. They better. If he
No, but
wins
they've
the rock,
never put a
if he wins the Rock Richard, I think so. I get the feeling though, Chris.
because
The
and that's why I
Yeah,
mentioned USA Hockey and Jack Hughes and, like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
they're not gonna put him with the American flag on the cover. They're not gonna do that, and plus, him and his respective brothers have been the cover athletes, in very
Yeah,
recent years, so I'm just
yeah.
saying, like, Cole Caulfield is would be a great story, and again, they've never had a Montreal Canadiens player on the cover of an NHL game, and for that reason, I mean, might not have a better time to do so.
I have two players in mind though who I think might take it. Depending how Nathan McKinnon's season finishes, whether it's with a cup or a couple of trophies like the Art
Yes.
Ross or the Rocket, or let's say he wins the Hart. Let's say I wouldn't be surprised if he gets nominated for the Hart, Nathan McKinnon, along with Kucherov and maybe, I mean, McDavid is McDavid, but I'm thinking McKinnon. You know who I might be thinking might get it next year? Matthew
Uh,
Schaefer.
Matthew Schaefer.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
just to revise a little bit,
I think it's
and
going to be Schaefer.
it could I think that's not out of the question that it could be, but I mean, they've had they've had multiple they've had multiple Chicago covers. Maybe they're gonna wanna wait for the Canadiens to win the Stanley Cup because they know it's coming. Maybe they're gonna wait for that, to put it back onto the cover, but I mean, Toronto, there have been multiple. Um, there's been Tampa, there's been Carolina, there's been
Yeah,
Calgary, Dion Phaneuf,
yeah. I remember that
Calgary.
one. I think that
There's
was
also
the which one was that one? Was that
'09,
2000? Oh, it was
'09.
09, yeah.
So
Well,
so they ranked like, I'm looking at a photo where they ranked it, and they have, like, Austin Matthews, NHL 20,
yeah,
worst
I remember that.
rated, along with Trevor Zegras. I think it was
I remember
NHL
that one.
21, potentially.
I remember that one, yeah.
Looking Eric Stahl in '08, I think,
I
or is that
remember that one.
'06? '09
I
was Dion Phaneuf, 12
yeah,
I'm sorry, because 'cause I'm going up by tier. NHL 12 was Stamkos, he had Taves in NHL 11, Patrice Bergeron, NHL 15,
pretty sure you had
NHL 20
Patrick Kane. Pretty sure you had Patrick Kane in 2010.
2010.
Yeah.
In 22, they put Austin Matthews back on the cover.
Mhm.
So, I mean, that's garbage, absolute garbage. Yeah, there was never any opportunity for a Montreal Canadiens player to make the
No.
cover in the history
I remember
of their games.
2000 NHL 2001, and
Yeah,
NHL 2001 was Owen Nolan.
yeah, captain of the San Jose
Yeah, yeah,
Sharks.
I remember that one. NHL 2002 was Mario Lemieux because that's when he came back. That's when he came well, NHL at the end of the 01-02 season, he came
Yep.
Mario Lemieux, and I had it on PC for the kids who don't know what PC is, but 2003 was Jerome McGinley. 2004 was it Vinny Le Cavalier or
No,
Marty?
you're
Was it
no,
Marty?
you're not. No, that was '06.
Marty
'06
was
was
06?
Vinny.
Okay,
No,
right,
'06 was Vinny,
right.
but '04, you'll get the reference right away.
Mhm.
Superstar. I'm a superstar.
Uh, I don't
Maybe
get the
not.
reference. Oh my god.
Um,
I know. Marty
okay.
Brodeur. Marty Brodeur was 2000. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 2004. 15, I think.
2014. NHL
Oh,
14
close.
was
I thought it was
amazing. But okay, wait,
go ahead.
that was a bad because remember we used to watch those parody videos, Ottawa Ghost, with like the
Yeah.
Zdeno Chara, Gotti, and all those. Okay.
Yeah.
There was one where that guy who was making those videos, it's hilarious by the way. He would pretend to be one guy in particular and always say he's a superstar. Okay, he was a big name player on the Sens, but in this case, he was playing with the Atlanta Thrashers.
Danny Heatley.
That's it. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Roberto got it.
Yeah. So I
Oh my,
mean, and by the way, the reason why I'm like we've spent a lot of time on this, we won't talk about NHL covers. It's just excited at the idea of a
that
potential
was still a good topic.
Montreal Canadiens player. It's a great topic, but the reason why I'm challenging potentially Nathan McKinnon is because in 2024.
What about this guy? Shane who?
Oh God, exactly. Shame.
Shem.
Um,
Andrew would understand
but
that.
but in NHL 24, it was Cale Makar. So I'd just say it
Wow.
might be unlikely that they go back to the Colorado Avalanche so quickly, and that's why I'm saying just hear me out.
But they went. I mean, they put Taves on twice. They put I don't know. I just get the feeling they're gonna go with like who's I think I'm gonna go with Matthew Schaefer more than anybody.
Oh, yeah,
Especially
that's not a bad choice.
especially if he wins it, he's gonna win the Calder Trophy. The kid is just too outstanding and he's disgusting for an 18, 19-year-old defenseman in the NHL. Like
I
what he's
can't even
doing
tonight.
is unbelievable. Like he's so somebody on Twitter was saying like, I can't believe Montreal Canadiens fans and the disrespect they have for Schaefer. Like, how do you boo a talent like Schaefer? And there's a lot of Montreal Canadiens fans comment like Ed, we comment the
That's a
Curfew Boys
sign of
comments.
respect.
It's like in case you didn't know, but booing at the Bell Center is a show of a sign of respect. It's a sign of respect. Okay,
Yeah,
for
it's usually their best
it
player.
really is.
We
It's like it's they the Montreal it's and it's not because Montreal fans or Bell Center crowd members hate the player. It's just to distract. It's to just throw a player out the. You want to throw the best player off their game, right? But then if you're Zdeno Chara, like no, it's because we hate you. But
Yeah. No,
um,
that's it. That's an incredible
no, this
stat by
I love
Angie.
this. I can't believe that. I can't believe Cole Caulfield has 0 empty netters.
Yeah, in the history in his career. In his NHL career, he has 0 empty netters.
Okay.
And Angie, so did you see that stat? 43 for Cole, 40 for Nathan McKinnon. Nathan has 5 empty netters to bring him up to 45. But
Wow.
yeah, Cole Caulfield is man, he's absolutely magic. Like he's doing something special. I wouldn't be surprised for him to come back. For Johnny Hockey or something to that degree for his own. I don't think he has to dedicate everything to him, but like the changing of the number and like Cole Caulfield just took
Mhm.
another step. Like he dialed in, he came prepared, and he's doing something like
Well,
everybody said he would never do in the NHL.
he's also reaching prime physical shape. Like he's at that age now. Like 23, 24 is now you're really starting to hit that prime peak shape up until like the ages of like 28 or 29 or something like that. So and imagine like he's there. He's been there since last year, even maybe even the year before. Um, I like this one. 13 times 2 equals 26. Marty St. Louis number. Uh, so no, he's at. I personally think he's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder for being rejected from the U.S. Hockey
US
team, but
Olympic.
that but
Yeah.
that that's just my opinion. But unbelievable, and we're gonna need him. We're gonna need him to snipe those in the playoffs, though, and to sort of come back full circle. It's like like we got to see how resilient this team can be when the going gets tough. 1,000%. I want to see this team. I think this team will toughen up. Like you mentioned, Florian Jack, I like way earlier in this episode. Like I wouldn't be surprised if him too. He puts on a bit more muscle in the offseason, comes in, has a very good training camp. I think Canadiens management and coaching staff are going to look at this kid to bring the heat, bring the noise, bring the pain or something. Because Florian does it. He's doing it well in the minors with Laval Rocket. Laval Rocket are playing well. They clinched a playoff spot. They won again the other night too. They're getting performances from Florian, from Owen Beck too is looking really good. The veterans are the veterans. And David Reinbacher is just solid. He's solid, man. Adam Engstrom looks great. There's everything all around, not just with the Canadiens, with the Laval Rocket too. Like, I think with the Canadiens, we got to take it one game at a time, because 48 hours ago we were all panicking. So now we're all feeling good. We're all happy. That top line just destroyed it. Laval Rocket, man, pay attention to that team too. If ever, for those that could watch the games on FDS, like, go watch the Rocket, man. They're a good hockey team. They're a very, very good hockey team.
Oh man, I couldn't agree more on them being young, exciting, and a good team all around. Angie and Mancini just dropped a golden comment right there saying, "Will this happen? 50 for Cole, 30 for Slafinator, and 30 for Suzuki." Could you imagine? Could you imagine that we have even like the notion of having three guys who scored more than 30 is already
Yeah.
something. Not to mention, hello Stefan Richer, but all that to say that would be something very, very, very special. Slafkovsky's climbing. If the power play keeps running as it is right now, and guess what? Finally, we have two shooting threats. They're that
Mm-hmm.
much more hard to predict.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Don't change anything.
So
Well,
don't
even with
change anything.
we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 players on this roster with double digit amount of goals. Newhook tonight got his 10th. That was a nice goal too. That actually got
Yeah,
things going as
great
well.
pass by Gooley.
Oh my god, yeah, that cross ice from the blue line to the circle. So I think Slav is at 27, man. Slafkovsky reaches 30. That's going to be unbelievable. I never thought I would see Slafkovsky become a 30 goal scorer. I always thought maybe he'd be like mid to late 20s. 27, man, with 12 games remaining, it's very doable. Very, very doable.
No,
He's gonna get. I think he's gonna get it. 30 goal score in Juraj Slafkovsky, and then Suzuki 6 away. Oh, I hope so. I hope so for Nick, because if he does, it's gonna be 3 seasons in a row where he hits 30 goals. He's at 24 right
so
now.
I have to check. I have to
Hmm.
check something. So I pulled up um Rantanen's stats as a
Okay.
young man. I'm gonna check for Slav is in his uh this is first, even though he only played 40 games. We'll still call it his fourth season, if you
Hmm.
will. But in his fourth season, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4.
The Slaffinator. That's a
He
great
had
picture.
okay, don't get me wrong, like that's quite amazing.
Hmm.
Rantanen had 87 points. He was playing with the Colorado Avalanche, which are
Yeah.
just another beast altogether.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Exactly.
in his third and his fourth season, Rantanen had 29 and 31 goals respectively.
Hmm. Okay.
Just to say, sorry, just to say, Slav is tracking very nicely with Mikko Rantanen.
That's
So
great.
we got a hell of a set of players. Like you got a fantastic power forward, you got an elite sniper, you got a great captain and point per game, smart, responsible 200-foot player. You got a world-class offensive defenseman and
Yeah.
who's going to turn into an all-around great defenseman. You got a very reliable guy in Noah Dobson. You have talent bursting out of the ears of a guy like Ivan Demidov. You have Zarovsky, Hage, who haven't even started to scratch the surface. There you go. The
The
Slaffinator.
Slaffinator. That's hilarious.
All the, all this to say is like,
Yeah.
what more? What more? Like this team is going
It's
to be competitive for a nice little while.
I think the best move Marty made so far this season was putting Slafkovsky back on that line, on that top line, and it just goes to show that now Slav is there now. Like he's arrived, and now it goes nothing but upwards for him. Like he's the guy that controlled that second line, Demidov and Kapanen. Now that he's back on the first line, it's been a while now. It shows that Suzuki and Caufield missed him. Now it's really about who are we going to set up on that second line? Who are we going to help out Ivan Demidov? That's going to be the big that's the big question. That's the big question, and I wonder if that ties back to whichever player Kent Hughes was aiming at the trade deadline.
If no trade goes through, I had seen another rumor. I had seen another rumor altogether that was talking about Nico. Was it Nico Hischier? Again, there's no
Oh my
validity. I
god!
have no.
Really? Holy
Yeah,
shit!
I had heard because they were saying no, it's not Robert Thomas, it's not Matthew Nyes. There might have been calls, there might have kicked the tires and just checked to see, hey, what's going on with these respective players. But
Mm-hmm.
apparently, the player that was really in question was a left-handed centerman, captain of the New Jersey Devils, Nico Hischier. I don't know. That could be complete bullshit. So please don't quote me on it. But it was at least an interesting name enough that I felt like, hey, it's fodder for discussion. It's an interesting choice to say the least. It would address a major need for the
Jesus.
Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's something to look at. But if there are no movements that are made, which hear me and hear me well, I don't think that's going to be the case because I think the Habs are ahead of schedule. But if that doesn't come to fruition, like no significant second line trade gets made, I do foresee in the long run having a line of Hage, Zarovsky, and Demidov. Oh,
But
that
by
would
the
be
way,
just like
Zarovsky's season came to an end, and he finished the season with, I believe, 30,
42.
40, 42. Okay, I was going to say
42
42 points.
points, tied with
Yeah.
Kirill Kaprizov in terms of number of points in a rookie season. Ivan
Mm-hmm.
Demidov didn't lose that mantle of top
Yeah.
point scorer. Imagine if Demidov actually played
Got minutes.
full
Yeah.
games.
Yeah. So we're going to go.
Crazy.
So I think I'm just going to double check that the standings are updated, which I believe they are. So we're going to show this and then we're going to slowly call it a night. So the Canadiens still hold the 80s with 86 points, the third spot in the Atlantic Division. Obviously, Boston beating Detroit, 2 points ahead of Detroit, but both Detroit and Boston have a game in hand. So that's why the Canadiens are able to keep that third spot within the Atlantic. Right now, I think Habs fans, if y'all are still awake, which probably should be, it's a Saturday night, right? Tampa Bay is playing the Edmonton Oilers, and it's 1-1 just past halfway of the second period. So go Oilers. Let's go Oilers because, just would like to catch up to them.
Yeah.
But the
Oh,
Islanders,
fight
yeah,
between.
yeah. And I'm watching it right now. I can't see the
Is it
name
Connor
exactly.
Murphy? I think it's Connor
It is
Murphy for Edmonton.
who the Canadians try to get, by the way. But yeah, the Islanders, I think, are playing against Columbus. Columbus is making the jump, man. That I think Columbus too. They're an unbelievable story. That man, Rick Bonus. I don't know what the hell he did. I don't know if he gave them Mike's secret stuff or something, but they're going crazy, crazy,
Well,
crazy,
Buffalo and
crazy.
Columbus. What the hell? Like since when? One was a
Yeah.
management staff change, and one was a coaching staff change.
So
And
I love this comment by Angie and this, and no joke, Angie. I think I feel the same way about this. The Sabres Steve, they're gonna win the President's Trophy and then they'll get knocked off the first round. For some reason, I'm not trying to be a hater. I just get a gut feeling, the lack of playoff experience for the last 100 years. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but maybe that could hurt them. But nonetheless, man, the Islanders, yeesh, they got to battle. the Ottawa Senators, they're hanging in there. They're hanging in there, and I think the Philadelphia Flyers right there with 80 points as well. So it's tight, man. It's so tight.
It's going to be an exciting 3-4 weeks of
Yeah.
hockey.
Yeah.
Honest to God.
Yeah.
Sam,
1,000%.
what a night. Got to go watch those highlights. I'm actually going to go listen to some of the
Post-game
post-game
interviews.
interviews. I want to see how Marty
1,000%.
talks about his son, Cole Caufield.
No,
I'm also going to get some
1,000%,
rest
man.
because I'm just going to
Yeah.
keel over and
Clear.
I'm knocked out over here, folks.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's all. Well, listen, a big thank you to everybody who joined us live on YouTube and Twitter, also known as X. Thank you so much. Please click like and subscribe. It is absolutely free. Share this with your fellow friends and Montreal Canadiens fans out there near and far. All of our episodes are available on audio platforms, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, any podcast platform. Please give us a 5-star rating and review. It's the only way we can feel the love and grow this page. So please click like and subscribe. Please give us an honest rating reviews. It's absolutely free. Follow us on social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, also known as X. A big thank you to our sponsors, Les Délices Lafrenette, Mike's Barbecue Rub, and our boy Sunil from the very famous Habs Cave. Mesdames et messieurs, bonsoir. 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 Habs win. Everyone is back to being happy. Tuesday night against Carolina. Back in action. We got to get those wins, get those W's. Big game by Cole Caufield, hat-trick, Slaf, and Suzuki, 4 points. We'll see you all soon. Until then, bye now.
Bye now.
Bonsoir.